Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I would like to present about dwelling time. For that, let me introduce myself. My name is Maulida Rizky Laili. So for the next slide is what is dwelling time? So dwelling time is the calculate times begins when a container is unloaded and unloaded from the ship until the containers leaves the port terminal through the main gate. So for the next is the example from the problem dwelling time. So the problem is Polda Metro Jaya has named 3 officials from the Ministry of Trade as a suspect in the alleged bribery case regarding container dwelling time permits in July 2015 at Tanjung Priok Port, Jakarta. So the police statement stated that the 3 suspects consisted of 2 officials from the Ministry of Trade and also 1 person referred to as a person from outside the Ministry of Trade. So the determination of the suspects was made after the police conduct a search of the office of the Ministry of Commerce. During the search, the police confiscate evidence in the form of 10,000 US dollar in cash from one of the suspects. The police are investigating allegation of bribery related to the dwelling time process after President Joko Widodo made an announced inspection of Tanjung Priok Port in North Jakarta in middle June. At the time, President Jokowi issued a statement containing threats to remove ministers and also relate officials if they could not reduce the waiting uh, time for loading and unloading at the port or dwelling time. So there is some solution about this problem. So the first is by applying sanctions in the form of fines to companies that are slow in processing documents. So far, many import players have deliberately slowed down document processing for various reasons. So the goods are stuck in the port for a long time. Now, so increase the penalty fine for importers who do not pick up their goods for 2 days. The second solution is by implementing an integrate information technology or IT system from each ministry and institution related to the process of obtaining permits for goods at ports. One of them is by intensifying the use of the existing Indonesian National Single Window or INSW portal, which will speed up the Indonesian export and import uh, licensing process. And the third solution is build a port train and also open an alternative port that will have Tanjung Priok Port serve export import. Apart from reducing congestion at Tanjung Priok, this will also reduce logistic costs from industries in the area. And the fourth Solution is by eradicating the port mafia. So far, the problem of dwelling time is only around the time the container descends until it leaves the port. However, there is one more problem, namely the waiting time for ships at the ports, which is known as demurrage time. This happened because the previous port management didn't follow the best standard in the world, namely a first come first serve. So where ship that arrive first should be served first because they are mafias or prefers to be served first. It makes the dwelling time process longer. So I think dwelling time is important because it is related to logistic transportation costs, which affect the competitiveness of local products. Dwelling time that is too long makes consumer increasingly disadvantaged. There is a containers staking fee per day that must be paid by the owner of the goods. Therefore, the longer the containers fill up, the more cost incurred by the owner of the goods, both importers and exporters. So I think that's all for my presentation about dwelling time. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.